Good evening. Cell phones, just going to place those on vibrate for us, and we'll get started. Okay, thank you so much. It is now 6 o'clock, and if we're all set and ready, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good evening.
We are live.
Thanks so much. Good evening, everyone. At this time, we're going to call the Town of Mangonia Park Town Council meeting of July 7th, 2026 into session. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince.
Here.
Councilmember Johnson.
Here.
Councilmember McConnell.
Here.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb. Vice Mayor, and Mayor
Cell
Albear.
phones, just going to place
Here.
those on vibrate for us, and we'll get started. Okay. All right, I think we had just a little delayed feedback. So we'll just make sure all things are ready. Okay, thank you so much. It is now 6 o'clock, and if we're all set and ready, we're going to go ahead and get started.
I think we're good.
Thanks again. Oh, no.
No, maybe not.
Now we're on.
Good evening. Yeah, test it. Thanks so much.
Up a little bit more.
Now we're on.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks again. Just had some minor technical difficulties, so thank you so much for your patience. So we have had roll call, and for the record, all are accounted. We have to have a full quorum. So at this time, we're going to, actually, if you would just stand for our invocation, please.
Gracious Lord, we are so thankful that once again we have been given the opportunity to serve in this capacity as council members. We praise you, Father, for your protection and life. We ask, Lord, that you continue to guide our words, our thoughts, and our actions, that we will be in harmony with your will. We will officiate in the professional manner that you desire us to do so. And may we think cautiously of all decisions to the favor of this town and community. Bless us, we pray, and save us. In Jesus' name we ask. Amen.
Amen. A pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. You may be seated. So at this time, we're going to attend to our agenda. Are there any additions, deletions, or substitutions to the agenda?
Mr. Mayor, staff is requesting the addition of item 7E, and this item is a request for authorization to purchase a used 15-passenger van.
All righty, so noted and added to the agenda, item 7B. Is that 7B?
E,
7E, as
Yes,
in
sir.
every day? All righty. Are there any other items to be added, deleted, or substituted on the agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended? Motion has been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Has been properly moved and seconded. All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. It is carried. On our consent agenda, we have items that are normally annotated to be considered for the consent agenda. At this time, we have none so annotated. Are there any to be considered for the consent agenda?
none from staff, sir.
Thanks so much. So noted. At this time, we'll move on in our agenda. Our next item is item 5, and this is our Palm Beach County League of Cities. And so we're going to go to our attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The next Palm Beach County League meeting is on July 22nd at 11:30, normal time of the meeting. It's up in Palm Beach Gardens at the Burns Road Community Center. That address is 4404 Burns Road, again in Palm Beach Gardens. The speaker will be Sam Wagoneer with the Florida League of Cities giving a legislative update. So that is a newer space. I think seating is a little bit limited, so if you want to attend, get your RSVPs into Manager Metcalf. Again, that's July 22nd. Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, thanks so much. Any questions or comments for our attorney? Palm Beach County League of Cities? Hearing none. Well, we'll move on our agenda. For those who are following along with us, and if you're online and you have a copy there, our next item is item 5, and this is 5A, and this, excuse me, as it pertains to ordinance number 2026-01. Of course, this is second reading, amended chapter 11.5, impact fees. So we're going to go to our attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As you said, it's ordinance number 2026-01, an ordinance of the Town Council of the Town of Mangonia Park, Florida, amending Chapter 11.5 impact fees at Article 2 impact fees to accept and adopt the June 2026 impact fee study and revise the town's impact fee schedule in accordance with the most recent localized data, increasing the town's transportation impact fee, public buildings impact fee, and recreation impact fee by more than 25%, but not more than 50%. Of the current rates, which will be implemented in 4 equal annual increments of 12.5% pursuant to the impact fee schedule, providing for compliance with the Florida Impact Fee Act, providing that each and every other section and subsection of Chapter 11.5 impact fees shall remain in full force and effect as previously adopted, providing a conflicts clause, a severability clause, an authority to codify, providing an effective date, and for other purposes. And as you said, this is second reading, no changes from the version that was presented to you on first reading, so I'm happy to answer any questions that the council may have.
Thank you so much. We've heard it read by title. If there are any questions or comments by council as it
And
relates to
Mr.
the
Mayor,
proposal.
I'm sorry, and we do have our consultant, Mr. Aaron Taylor, here, if you have any questions of him.
Certainly. Okay. Okay, so we're going to come right to him in just a moment. We'll see if there's any questions or comments as it relates to the proposed ordinance.
Excuse me, the impact fees, this is for 2026, 2027, 2028, and 2029? Is that what I'm reading?
Yes, in fact, as stated by the town manager, it would be appropriate at this time. Mr. Taylor is here, who developed and put this together for us. You may remember that we've had discussion concerning it. So if there's any specific questions, feel free to come up and for the record.
And I can answer too while he's coming. So the first increase is not effective pursuant to the statute. You have to wait a certain period of time, so it's not effective until October 5th, 2026. But then, yes, Councilwoman Davis Quince, the subsequent years will also be increased in 27, 28, and 29 on October of those years as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for our attorney?
I just wanted to say, if I recall, this was to bring us up to par, because we were unreasonably low.
Well, it doesn't bring up the part what we would have liked it.
Okay.
But, can you hear me okay? No? Sorry. Is that right? Just take it out. Aaron Taylor, Arc Development Global, once again before you. It didn't get us to the point that we would have liked to have gotten, but in order to go above the 50%, there are additional requirements that are required. Now that you guys are getting this 50%, it was the quickest way to get it approved, get the 50%, not go above, and not have to do the extenuating circumstances study on top of it. So now that you guys will do your updated CIP every April of every year, in year 4, we will revisit this again, and then we will actually try to go above the 100% because there's more than enough justification to do so.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Mayor, if I could, I'd like to remind council, we haven't updated our impact fees since 2009.
Okay. Ready? Any other questions from council? Any other questions or
It's
comments?
quite necessary.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from council? Okay. Hearing none. And still have something additional as well, and then we'll go to the floor.
Nothing additional on my end. Nothing has changed since the last time I brought this, or this ordinance came before you. So we're just excited to get it moved forward, adopted, and start getting you guys some money, so.
Okay, well, thanks. Well, we always want to get more money.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, we appreciate it. This, of course, is a public hearing, so if there's any comment from the public, we'll take that now as it relates to the proposed ordinance that we're now considering, with that being 2026-01. Of course, this is second reading as it relates to amending impact fees. If there's any questions or comments from the public, we'll take that now. And for the record, as always, we do have our YouTube page. So if there's anybody online, we always wait a couple of seconds just to make sure, because it takes a little time for their questions and comments to come over. But in the interim, if there's any comments from the floor, we'll take those now. Hearing none, I will now close the floor to public comments. We're back now to the dais. See if there's any final questions or comments that you may have for our attorney, for Mr. Taylor, or for staff. We'll take those now. If not, okay, and for the record, we have had several meetings, so I guess we've had full discussion. So with that, at this point in time, we'll entertain a motion as it relates to ordinance number 2026-01. Again, this is second reading, amended chapter 11.5 in terms of our impact fees. Is there a motion to approve and/or deny?
Mr. Mayor, so move we approve ordinance 2026-01.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded that we adopt ordinance number 2026-01. Is there any questions on the motion?
No.
Hearing none. A roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much, Mr. Taylor. We really appreciate all of the hard work and all of the diligence. Thank you so much.
Anytime. God bless.
Certainly. Okay. Our next item is item 6A, and this is a consideration for the approval of a special event permit application submitted by Periana Precious Hands for a festival in the partnership with the town of Mangonia Park to be held at the Addie L. Green Park. And we do have an applicant. We're going to actually just come forward. Well, thank you so much. And if it would, we know who you are, but if you just state both your name and address for the record, please.
My name is Centralia Hines Berkman with Periana Precious Hands.
And Malcolm Summons also with Periana Precious Hands.
Thank you so much. Now, of course, you did present, so if there's any additional information you have, we'll be more than happy to take that information now.
These are just sample invites that we made for the vendors, the sponsors, to come out. I wanted to share that.
Top of the page is mainly the flyer that we're sending out to the public, and then the rest at the bottom is just information for our sponsors, so they know what they're investing in, what type of event we'll have. If you look at the pictures, that's just mainly an idea of what we're trying to have: the bounce houses, the food trucks, the games. We actually today, I don't know if you know, but we spoke to some people today, a couple barbers, so that we haven't put it in on there, but as we're starting to reach out, we're starting to find some new possible sponsors, maybe some haircuts, and then now we're looking into maybe some hair braiding or anything like that. That now that we're getting feedback from people, so that may be something that we're looking into in addition to as well.
Yeah, we just been sending out letters to different organizations. We're trying to get a variety of different people to come out and set up for resources that they may be able to provide. I did get an email back from the Bounce House place today with some prices, so we're looking at some, having multiple bounce houses out there. Also, gotten word back from an organization where they set people up for food stamps. So they could possibly, if they find volunteers to come out on that particular Saturday, they'll have somebody come out and also sign people up for food stamps maybe on that particular day. They have other resources, but we're trying to find a variety of different people for the different resources to come out. Of course, there's no selling for anybody that'll be coming out. They'll just be sharing the information that they have to the community. And also, we'll be asking each vendor or exhibitor that come out to provide something to raffle off, so that way that we'll have multiple different raffles at the event as well. So I'm just carrying this in my hand, because this is prices of the bounce house. We want to have something, of course, with an obstacle course, and then something for the older ones and something for the younger ones, because we don't want them interacting. We want to make sure everybody out there is safe, and if we have something for the smaller ones, we want to make sure it's age appropriate for that different age group, and then a bigger bounce house for a bigger age group, because the bigger people, they might want to get on that race too. So we want to have something on that. I know we have our family events, they be in big competition. So, but we're working on it. We're just trying to right now, send out letters to different sponsors.
Okay. Alrighty, anything else before we have comments? Okay. If not, we'll see if there's Ken, and then we'll come to council.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, so the ask on this is that the town of Mangonia Park help sponsor this, or go into a partnership with the festival, waive the fees, and that we provide an informational table, and also that we would most likely do a breast cancer awareness walk with the Cancer Association. So that would be the ask tonight. So the attorney, we have this listed as A and then A1. Does this need to be two separate votes, or?
It can
Okay.
be done all as one.
Okay. And that's all I have, sir.
Okay, thanks so much. So at the time, if there's any council comments or questions?
Comment. I would like to thank you guys for allowing me to come pick up food for people in the community that's unable to come to pick it up themselves.
Thank
I
you
wanna
for
just
coming out.
Personally, thank y'all for that, because I know sometimes you really wonder, where's she going with this food? So I would like to give you those people addresses. I don't know if y'all deliver, because some people don't drive, some elderly. So one lady has 8 children, and I don't think she drives. Another house I go to have 9. So I don't know, can I give you guys those people information? Or maybe you guys can deliver to them when I'm not able to. We
Yes.
can work something out.
Because this second Saturday is that distribution that we will be having again. So if you would like to come through, we welcome everybody to come through. And if you need to take more than one box to deliver to different families, we would love to. We would definitely, if we have that that available, we would definitely be able to give that to you.
Okay.
But if there are other names, because I do know we have a family of 10 that I always look out for. So it's a lot of people that's out here that's struggling,
Yes.
and we don't mind at all. We love giving back to the community with those resources for food and drinks as well.
Thank you.
So we look forward to seeing you Saturday.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Alrighty, any comments or questions as it relates to the proposed event? Okay. Alrighty, now, just as so, Councilman Johnson?
No question.
Okay, alrighty. Now, we do have, and of course, this isn't the all-inclusive or final flyer, but just as it relates to the flyer itself, and I know that we're just kind of looking at it, what we could do, if you have no input or anything at this point in time, or yea or nay, or we can always do so afterward to help kind of shape it, since it is on behalf of the park, Mangonia Park, and so
Oh,
we can
yes,
do that
most definitely.
prior to distribution. Any comments or questions at this time regarding it?
Regarding the flyer in particular?
Because I would imagine that at some point in time, within the next couple of weeks, you want to begin distributing?
Most definitely.
Getting this out?
Yes. So we will, if you have anything that you want to delete or add, or to let us know that, your input on our flyer, we would love to have that.
Oh, certainly. So what we'll do then, even if we have to do it offline, and we'll speak with the town manager, and And so we can kind of help make sure that it's there, and the attorney can take a look at it when the final and so forth, just to make sure before distribution.
Awesome.
Okay. All righty.
I
So-
do see there is a breast cancer awareness march, a walk. What, we may need to have some security, safety support from our sheriff's office with that. So please communicate with them so they'll be prepared.
Yes, we will be reaching out to we have them on our list.
Okay,
Okay. All righty.
right?
And the walk itself we have a trail, so the walk itself may be internal to the whole event there at the trail.
That's the idea.
Oh, it's just within the park?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if, what the town of Mangonia Park is willing to sponsor with this, but my vision of this is to have like a nice big balloon arch or something, because we want to be able to have the survivors or someone who may have known someone who they may have lost through breast cancer or some kind of cancer. Because a lot of people like to take pictures. So we would like to have a banner or something out there for the survivors or the ones who want to remember somebody.
Okay. I know that there is an association out there that we can reach out to if you haven't already, and see if they have something already that we might be able to do as well. And so as it takes shape, of course, we'll do everything that we can to make sure that, that if approved,
Yes.
that is successful and all of the necessary resources are there.
Okay, thank you.
Well, certainly. Other questions or comments by council?
No.
Okay, hearing none. Okay. Now, as stated, this can be done in all in one motion. Of course, there is the request for the special event permit application to be approved, as well as the waiving of the normal fee. As stated by the attorney, that can all be done in one motion, if indeed that is the pleasure of council. So if there's no other questions or comments, what is your pleasure?
Mr. Mayor, so move that we approve waiving the fee and granting a special permit to Periana's Precious Hands.
Okay.
Second.
Motion has been moved and seconded. Okay. Okay, so motion by Vice Mayor and then seconded by Councilwoman Davis. Okay, for the record. All righty. So now on the question, are any questions on the motion?
No.
Hearing none. Okay. So as it relates to approval of the permit application as well as waiving the fees, it has been moved and seconded. There are no questions on the motion, so at this point in time, roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Okay. Thanks so much. So welcome, and we look forward to working with you for this great event.
Thank you.
Certainly.
We are excited.
I did want to mention while they're here, Ashton and Aaliyah is also in our mentor group, in our Kings and Queens, Periana Kings and Queens mentor group. So they are here so they'll be at the event, but they are a part of the mentor group as well. I wanted to acknowledge them while they're here as well.
Oh,
That's
good.
beautiful.
All righty. And so just offline at some point in time, I know you're trying to get this together and then got back to school and all of that. We can take a look at what kind of partnership we might be able to have. Because if you have ongoing programs and such, we might be looking to partner with you. But
Right.
I'll just speak with Ken. When you guys get a moment,
yes,
I know
most
you're kind
definitely.
of busy right now. So.
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Just-
certainly.
Since you mentioned the mentorship, pardon me, my voice. How many are involved in your mentorship program?
Right now, we have 25 to 30 that's active, and it's from ages 5 to 18.
Great.
And what we do every month, we try to plan events for our children. Like we may have, like this week, we were supposed to have this Friday, we were supposed to have like a science night for the children, but the instructor, her dad got sick, so she had to fly out. And last month, we were taking the children to, chiropractor office. So we try to take the children out to educational events so they can get, we want to have them exposure to different things
Yes.
so that they can, expand their mind even more. So if you all have like a tour from town of Mangonia Park, we would love to bring the children. And I did have one question. We have book bags that we're gonna be giving out. And we're getting more than we can house? Do y'all have like a room or someplace where?
Yes, in fact,
we can-
just speak with the town manager, either before you leave and/or thereafter, because we do, without all of the details, but we do, and yes, to your question, yes, we could assist you with that, yes.
Thank you so much.
Oh, certainly, okay. And Ken will help you with all of that, and he'll give you all of the details as to why it's a big yes.
Oh, awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, certainly, okay, oh, certainly. Okay, and you guys have a great one.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Our next item is item 7, and for the record, I stayed at 6. It's actually 7B. My computer's moving a little, not showing the actual numbers.
Mr. Mayor, I noticed a mistake on the front page. We actually had 2 number 4s, so that's what threw me off. So my apologies for
Oh,
that.
certainly, so noted. So for the record, that item was 7A, for the record. Next item is item 7B, and that's a consideration for authorization to purchase a mower. Ken?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, I'm going to ask Interim Public Works Director Darian Scott to present this item, and certainly I'm available if you have any questions.
Good evening, Mayor, Town Council members. Today I'm simply presenting several quotes from to purchase a new mower for Public Works or grounds maintenance. Do we have any copies of them that we can give them?
It's in their
Or do you-
packet.
Okay,
You-
perfect.
In your packet, you should have a copy of the 3 proposals.
And I know probably one of the questions we may be asking is why we may need another mower. To simplify it, I would say efficiency. The zero turn that we have now is a 61-inch mower, which I would say is better for larger fields of grass. And that 61-inch isn't able to cut other common areas on the exterior. I would say for an example, Town Hall or like the medians in between 45th and Australian. If we get one of these standing mowers, we have 52-inch from what I have from several quotes. We can maneuver through several different smaller spaces, such as Town Hall, like I said, the medians, the community center, several places like that. So that's the reason why we're looking to purchase another one. And I think the guys can do a better job, more efficient job at cutting if we do purchase this.
And Mr. Mayor, just to add to that, so we do have 3 proposals. One is the one that Darian spoke about, that's the 52-inch deck stand-behind mower from Green Thumb. The cost on that, and Town Council was nice enough to budget $10,000 in this current year's budget for this. That price is $9,599.20. That is discounted down from, Darian's did a good job negotiating this, down from almost $12,000. Also in the mix would be TMT Able Lawnmowers of Lake Worth. That was a 48-inch stand-behind mower, $10,700. And we also had one from Tractor Supply, 34-inch deck, stand-behind, $6,499.99. And I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, Ken. To add on to it, I'm specifically looking at Green Thumb as we already have an established history with them. That's where we originally got our 61-inch zero turn. So we already have history with them. We still continue to go get our maintenance materials from them, such as like weed eaters, the blowers, and the current zero turn. We usually go directly to them to have it maintenanced or fixed or whatever issues that come up. Able Lawnmower, we don't have any history with them, but they presented this quote. And to add on to that, the quote ended. It was good until the end of June. Green Thumb was also willing to lock in with us and keep this quote. And then Tractor Supply is pretty much you see what you get. They don't really have a sales floor, I'll say, compared to the Able Lawnmower or Green Thumb.
Okay. Friday, any questions or comments from council? Anything else, Ken, before
No, sir.
questions? Okay, questions and comments?
Green Thumb, excuse me,
Mhm.
'cause I see a warranty
Mm-hmm.
for the one at the bottom, the tractor, I don't see, Green Thumb warranty.
So from when I spoke to Green Thumb, they have a 3-year warranty on the engine and a 2-year warranty for the parts and the labor. And I think Able Lawnmower is near the same. It may be near the same. for the warranties. From when I checked around, all the warranties are pretty much the same. This is a warranty usually on the engine and then certain parts of labor. So,
Other questions or comments?
Yes, you're looking at Green Thumb because of the service?
Several reasons. Not only just because of service, like I said, we have history with them as well. So that's just to kind of add on to it. I've been speaking with them over several weeks. They were willing to lock in this price for this quote. Able Lawnmower was not really able to lock in on that quote as well. So.
But they will service, Green Thumb will service the machine?
Yeah, they will service. And we're currently getting our zero-turn service through them right now, so.
So, are you trying to get a service contract?
You said a service contract?
Yeah,
What do you mean, like,
on the mower?
no, it's
For-
just,
For whatever, if something goes wrong with it,
yeah, that's the
fix it.
warranty. The
Yeah.
warranty will be in place. If anything goes wrong with the engine, that's a 3-year. And then if any, I guess depending on the parts, and the labor, then it's a 2-year warranty on it.
yeah, but can you buy a extended warranty?
That part I don't know,
Yeah.
but I can find out. I can find out.
Anything else, Councilman McConnell?
And I would like, oh, sorry, go ahead. And I'll add on, I know this one is, it's $9,599, but this is a Skag, which I think has a Kawasaki engine. From what I've seen, the Skag that we have already, it's pretty much already taken a beating and it survived. So I'll say it's worth spending the money to get what you'll get out of it compared to spending less on something you may put more money into, so.
No, Skag's got a good reputation. And you say this is a stand behind?
Yes, it's a stand
You
mower.
gotta stand up?
Yes, this is, which, like I said, they can maneuver way better
Yeah.
compared to the zero turn. The zero turn is wider, and what I'm seeing is that when we use the zero turn, like around town hall for an example, usually our employees have to get off and either use a push lawnmower in tighter spaces, which kind of takes away the time from being able to get in and out and do the job, so.
Well, it's good, this was already a budgeted item. So, we getting around to purchase what is needed for the town. It's a good thing.
Other comments or questions? And did we have discussion on this previously, I think? We had the actual specs and the photographs of each of them? Or was that in a meeting that you and I had?
Yes, sir. That is in your packet.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, I thought that we had previous discussion concerning it. And we
No, I
tabled, or
don't think so. I don't-
might have been our one-on-one.
Maybe
Okay.
so.
All right. Any other questions or comments from council? Okay, so what we do have, as presented by Mr. Scott and the town manager, so we have the 52-inch deck at 9,599, which is being suggested that we do purchase, and then we have the 48-inch, which is smaller, for more. Then we have the 34-inch, which is even smaller. So you kind of consider that. So the recommendation, of course, as it is, would be for the Green Thumb in the amount of $9,599.20. Now, we're going to be looking at checking on the extended warranty as well.
Yes, I'll call him back, and Dave, I'm pretty sure he'll give us the details on it.
Okay. Or if there's no other questions or comments, and if this is an item you want to approve, then what we can do is subject to, we can approve, subject to the extended warranty being offered. And if you feel that an extended warranty is not offered on any of these products, then what would be your decision at that point? So, at this time, if there's no other questions or comments, there is a recommendation that we approve the Green Thumb at $9,599.20. So with that, what is your pleasure?
Mr. Mayor, I recommend that we do approve the Green Thumb purchase of the this 52-inch lawnmower with the warranty, extended warranty agreement added on once the knowledge has been gained.
A motion has been made that we approve the purchase of the 52-inch deck riding mower, 23 horsepower at $9,599.20. Is there a second?
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded, and that's, of course, subject to the extended warranty information being provided.
Okay.
Okay, has properly been moved and seconded. Are there any additional questions on the motion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Our
you.
next item is item 7C, and this is a request for approval to set the date and time and place of the first public budget hearing. That tentative time is being set for Tuesday, time certain, September 8th, 2026 at 5:45 PM. Ken?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, this is a standard thing that we do every year. And I'm just going to, for item C, I'll just read it. And of course, if you have any questions, you can ask those. Staff requests for approval to set the date, time, and place of the first public budget hearing. That would be Tuesday, September 8th, 2026, at 5:45 PM at Town Hall in the William H. Alberry III Council Chambers, 1755 East Tiffany Drive, Mangonia Park, Florida, 33407. I'll answer any questions that you may have on that.
Thank you so much. Any questions or comments as it relates to the proposed budget hearing for September 8th, 2026?
It's all very well.
That's the only date we use.
So with that, if there's no objections to it, is there a motion to approve said date?
So moved.
Second.
Has been properly moved and seconded that we set our first budget session, a hearing for September 8th, 2026 at 5:45 PM. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. And now the last item, action item is item 7, I'm sorry, we have two others. That's item 7D, and this is a request for approval to set the 2026-2027 fiscal year proposed millage rate at 9.9000 mils. Okay?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, this item also is one that we do every year. The way the state statute is that you must set your millage rate in July, and as you work through the budget sessions leading up to the budget hearing, you can lower that if it's the desire of council. But once you set it, you cannot go up. So you can come down once you set it, but you cannot go up. And the 9.9000 mils, that's what we're at currently. Just like for council to consider the potential impact of the referendum this November. But that would be the request from staff to set the millage rate at 9.9000 mils. And I'll answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions as it relates to the proposed item?
No.
Hearing none. A motion to approve?
Wait, I had asked you earlier, Mr. Metcalf, would this benefit the town, or would it benefit the residents on this? Because this is very high compared to some of the areas.
Well, this is the current rate, so
now.
they won't see any different there. You're asking if it would benefit the town or the residents?
Yes,
Well, both. We need the revenue to make the services work. So in my opinion, both benefit from this. And it's not an increase, so.
right.
Stays the same.
Okay, all is well.
Other questions or comments? Hearing none. Okay, motion, please.
I move that we accept the millage rate as stated.
Has been moved that we approve the millage rate as stated on the agenda at 9.99, I'm sorry, 9.9000 mils. Is there a second?
Second.
Has been properly moved and seconded. Any questions on the motion? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Great. I'm sorry, one of the caveats is, as we've always stated, you can always go down.
All right, I heard it.
So, okay. All righty. With that, our last action item is item 7E, and this was an add-on to the agenda. This is a consideration to approve the purchase of a used 15-seat passenger van, and I'm going to go now to the town manager and
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and council, this has come up by way of a very successful summer reading program where we had close to 60 children. We have close to 60 children, and we found it a little bit at a disadvantage trying to go to some of these field trips. So in the past few weeks, we've had field trips that we've had to pull the mayor into, the vice mayor, the code officer, and a couple of parents, in addition to our admin vehicle and our current 15-passenger van. So this is something we have talked about in the past, but now we feel the need to quote-unquote pull the trigger. I guess I'm allowed to say that. So it would be the recommendation of staff to move forward. We did look online. We found several options, and I did speak with Town Cars here locally, and I'll just kind of go through these. Fort Myers, and you do have an agenda, kind of memorandum cheat sheet, if you will. Fort Myers Mitsubishi, they offered up a 2024 Ford Transit passenger wagon, has 24,977 miles, and they're asking 46,114. Oddly enough, when we first inquired about it, it was at 37,000. But when we inquired, it went up almost 10,000. Town Cars from locally, Mangonia Park, 2025 Chevy Express. It has 2,213 miles. They're asking $49,900. And that is actually our recommended van. There's another one at Town Cars. It's a 2024 Chevrolet, similar to the other one. 4,405 miles, and that is at 48,000. Then we have two cars at Enterprise in Lauderdale Lakes. You have the 2025 Chevrolet Express, 36,000 miles, 47,000 asking price. Enterprise, again, 2024 Ford Transit passenger wagon, 45,000 miles, asking $37,000. And I'll just say that there were several others, but these seem to be the cream of the crop. And just for your information, we do have funds available in a capital item in Parks and Recreation that has not been spent this year, so it could easily come out of that. That's $75,000 that's budgeted there. I would recommend the 2025 Chevy for $49,900 from Town Cars here locally, but certainly open to your questions and your vote.
okay. Thanks so much, Ken. We'll see if there's any questions or comments.
Just as I mentioned in our one-on-one, that is the lowest mileage, and you said you've looked it over to see the condition.
So, a good point. You do have the Carfax for both the 2024 and the 2025. I have not looked at these other than the pictures that were sent of the 2024 model. They're not on the lot yet. I looked through the Carfax, and that seemed to be self-evident that this is a pretty good vehicle.
No one is gonna go out and try to test drive it?
Oh, yes. We'll test drive it, take it to our mechanic like we did with the
Right.
crane truck, and give it a once-over, but
Okay. Other questions or comments? Just as you're contemplating, as Ken stated, going to and coming from the skating rink, it was we had multiple families, just in short, multiple families loading people and so, loading kids. I'm thinking this can't be the best way to do this because of the potential liability and so forth. And so the light bulb went off, you know, that maybe we need to invest if indeed we have something. So Ken was tasked with the responsibility of finding the money. And so we do have that line item that we can purchase. I anticipate, you know, that it's just not for the reading program, but as we begin to expand what we do for our kids, as we, hopefully there's some partnerships here and other places, we're going to need the transportation. I don't think I have to sell it. I think everybody knows we need the additional transportation. Yeah, I know Vice Mayor had to use her van once.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why are we getting one van instead of two since we expanding?
Well, because the budget want to.
And y'all keep me posted on the next trip, please, thank you.
Right. it
Waiting
won't-
on your
won't allow for
donation,
that.
my dear.
Right. it
I'm
won't-
sorry.
Waiting on your donation.
Oh, 75,000, I think that's a big one.
And just to,
Thank
Mr. Mayor, just to be clear, the same scenario we've had with the seniors also, where we've had to
Yeah.
pull
Nobody
drivers
pulled me.
in and whatnot, so
Yeah.
it can work
Everything
all the way around.
Absolutely.
And I
Absolutely.
had mentioned to the town manager when we were going through the budget, previous budget review, that we need to probably consider additional vehicle for transporting, especially for the seniors and then also other events for the youth. So I was glad to hear that this has come before us.
And that's why two would be great, because in case the seniors have somewhere to go, and the kids, you need the two vans over here, two would be great.
This would be in addition to the one we already have, though.
I know,
Oh.
I can count.
Okay.
Right. But now to the senior here in the audience and other seniors who may be on the dais, now the kids are always going to trump the seniors.
Yes.
Right, so if we have programs that we got to get the kids to, we got to get the kids to, so, yeah. They don't have cars. Okay. All right. Just as information, it was really something as it relates to the first one, the 2024. The specs and everything was really nice, a lot of accessories, and then we get the proposal from them, and as Ken stated, they had taxes. It's like, we don't pay taxes, so you take that out right away. There was some government fee. I'm not sure what a government fee is, you know. But, you know, normally government fees is when you're disposing of something. I'm not sure what we're disposing of, right? So if they had been agreeable to taking that out. And then there was also accessories fee. And the car was advertised as it is, and I'm not sure what other accessories they were gonna put on or take off or what, so. So they kind of played their way out of consideration, but that would have been my suggestion. It was really nice. A lot of accessories, backup cam, big screen and all of that, but it just, I'm not sure where all of the add-ons came from. So with that, going through everything else, as Ken stated, the recommendation would be for the 2025 Chevy. I like uniformity, and we have the Ford Transit. They have been, and they're proven. It would have been nice to have two of the same as we go places, but so be it. So with that, if there's no other questions or comments,
Make sure y'all let me know the next trip, please, thank you. Don't leave me out.
Okay.
Vice Mayor and Mayor, thank you.
now, I'm the first to tell everybody, I don't run the program, right?
Work,
So-
don't be, I know.
I
Just
don't
sit
run the
by-
program.
We were volunteers.
Yeah,
Right, I
thanks
was
for letting me-
volunteered, so, right. Okay, so with that,
Are you looking at, the Chevrolet from Town Cars, the 2025?
2025.
that's all.
Yes, that's the recommendation, but to the mayor's point about the four, I mean, in my opinion, we could go with either. We could go with the, well, they're both Chevys, never mind, as you were. Yes, we're looking at the 2025 Chevy. That has the lowest miles. Both are still under warranty, of course, and those are 5 years, 60,000 miles, so.
And Town Cars is in the town. That's a plus.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's a plus. It's right here, it's local. We always try to use businesses in town.
Okay. All righty, and if indeed that's going to be the pleasure of the council, I would suggest that we up to, see whatever negotiating can happen to see if it can come down a little bit, so, as opposed to an exact amount, just up to that amount to give us some room for negotiating, possible negotiating. Ready? So other considerations or thoughts or questions, comments? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
Mr. Mayor, so move that we approve the purchase of the 2025 Chevy, 49,000 or less.
Okay, motion has been made to purchase the 2025 Chevrolet Express LS 3500 with the 2,213 miles for up to 49,000. Is there a second?
900.
I think it's
49 and 900. Okay.
We were hoping.
Right, is there a second to that?
Second?
Has been properly moved and seconded. Additional questions or comments? Okay, hearing none. Okay, motion, please. Motion, please. I'm sorry, roll call, please. Apologies. She was right, she was looking. I'm sorry, roll call, please.
Councilmember Davis Quince,
Yes.
Councilmember Johnson,
Yes.
Councilmember McConnell,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Buchanan Webb,
Yes.
and Mayor Alberry.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. So with that, that concludes all of our action items, and now we're going to go to the public. We open the floor to the public. So if there's any comment from the public, we'll take that now. And again, for those who may be online, feel free to submit your questions or comments, and we'll get to those as well.
Good evening, board members and all. I am Apostle George Ferguson Sr., the senior pastor of Power Prayer Ministries. I'm a citizen of Mangonia Park, live in the Hampton Court area. First of all, I want to start with thanking you all and thanking the town manager and Council Lady Johnson for the prayer walk. We didn't get a chance to walk, but we just pray out there, and we did what we believed that was right, and I've seen some changes in our neighborhoods and areas too as well because as a result of it. So thank you all, but I am still looking for you all to come out as a board member too. So here's a suggestion I'm gonna come up with, because I do know the mayor, and some of you have church on Saturdays, and we take that fully in consideration, but let's try to make another day or a time instead of on Saturdays, so I believe that could give us more support, especially with our board member too as well. And if y'all want to do that, we could get together and try to get that resolved ASAP before the next prayer walk we want to do. Also, I haven't heard anything yet about the special exempt for, when we talked at the last meeting, I think it was in March, for the
Property
church.
taxes?
For the church, for Power Prayer Ministries, rather, when we spoke about it. And so I'm asking, do y'all have anything that you came up with yet? Or, because I know you was telling me that day that you was gonna, y'all church friendly and you're gonna come up with something.
I'm going
And we'll go
to
from there.
go to the town manager because that's right. It's
So the question is,
The special exempt permit.
yeah, and I'm not going to try to speak for the attorney. A couple of things here. I think the attorney mentioned something at that meeting, what you could do to kind of get the process started.
Yes, and I don't, it's been several meetings ago now, but I don't know if have you made application to the town? So it's a special exception application. You need to make application for whatever it is that you're asking for.
Okay, well, because when we spoke, Mr. Mayor, I don't know if you recalled, I know you said that we're gonna get back with you and you're gonna get with the town manager and we're gonna let me know when we could get this done. I know you did make that statement about coming up with application, but I had to wait for you guys to come up, give me something to go on. So that's what I've been waiting on.
okay. So just for clarification, I would have directed that anytime a special exemption is being requested,
Okay.
it has to come from the property owner or the person who's responsible. Have we received anything at this point from the property owner?
No, sir. No, sir.
Not to my knowledge, no, sir.
Right, so that would have, that's how the permit process happens, so it would have to come through that person. A
Okay.
person, so a company,
I
corporation.
don't wanna sound like I'm disputing what you said, but I remember when I got that special permit before, years ago, we didn't go through the owner, we just went through the church, because I paid a fee for that each year, you know, for
Right.
being that part.
Okay, I don't remember because it happens internally, staff takes care of it. But now,
Yeah, because but town manager wasn't here during that, I mean, Metcalf wasn't here during
right,
that time. Yeah.
right. But because,
Left was
again,
sincere.
I wasn't, we don't approve things that the council doesn't like that.
Okay.
I mean, it goes through
So we-
there.
okay.
Right, but now I can just surmise, I think with a great degree of certainty, that because churches are allowed over there as opposed to in the PCC, might have made the difference. Now, so when you directly submit it, because it is allowed there, and that has been the issue, and I've stated to you, and if you want me to state it publicly, the PCC is the PCC, and I think we should hold true to it. Of course, we're church friendly, and we've always approved church applications when it's in the proper zoning, and that is not. And there's other activity, from what I understand, that isn't approved as well, that I would not be in favor of. That activity, of course, just on this, because we have a school right across the street, that activity, we've run that kind of activity out of our pockets as a family. A homeless program, showers and feeding and everything else. But we're always careful that we didn't have it close by our school, anything else, and because there's young kids there, I would not be in favor of it if it came before us, that particular application. Right.
But that's not what I'm looking for.
Oh, no, I'm just sharing for the record so that people are clear about my position on it, so that if anything is said, I'm on the record, clearly on the record saying that
So
I would not.
position on what, the church or or what you said,
the
feeding
church-
or something?
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because I'm talking about power, I'm talking about the church.
Oh, yes,
because,
yes.
PCC do allow with special exempt for the city, whoever we're in, will allow the special exempt. So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about what.
Okay, right. Now, I did divide it so
anything else.
that, I did divide it, and I did state initially that the PCC, I think we should hold true to it, right? So that was the period to it. Then I also included, you're right, also included, and as well, if you will, there's, what from my understanding, there's additional activity taking place that I also would not be in favor of. That's what I stated. And it's not that I support power, and as you know, I support it. One of the things that I always have to consider is that in making the decision, do you want to set a precedent that would allow for everything else to happen as well? One of the precedents we set when we did approve over here, before we knew it, everything over there was churches. I'm in favor of churches, but that was not the original intent for the plaza. And it sort of happened, and then we had to come back and correct it later. And as you may remember, we started putting limits on how many as they began to
I
write through
remember that,
attrition.
yeah.
Right, and so that's the danger when you set precedent. You open the door because we could sit here and say that, yes, we support Power Prayer Ministries. We want them there. The next person knock on the door, sorry, we will sue you for discrimination if you don't approve us as well. So when you set a precedent, what we have to do is consider, we have to remove our heart and use our mind to say that if indeed we do, what does it become and what do you want it to become? And if we want both floors to become churches, then we approve it. And I'd be in favor of it if that's what the design and the intent of the PCC is.
So, from what I'm hearing, I'm gonna tell you what I'm hearing. Because of whatever they're doing, the church is being penalized.
No, not at all.
In some sense.
No, that's not what I said.
I say what I'm hearing.
Okay, so
I
let
say
me,
what
let
you
me,
said.
so let me clear.
Let me-
So let me restate it. So let me restate it.
Okay.
My statement was that, and with all due.
I mean, I understand that, trust me, I understand
yes.
everything you're saying, Mr. Smith. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
That's
off. I
okay.
understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But,
So no, I didn't say that. That's not my intent. That's
I
not what
didn't say you said it.
No
That's,
implications.
I stated what I said I'm hearing. That's all. I didn't say you said anything. I understand everything you're saying.
Okay.
Trust me. But okay, what can we do? But hopefully we'll get this, I'll get with town manager, office, when we get down here and see what we can come up with.
Oh, sure,
Because
absolutely.
that's where I'm at right now. Because, like I said, I know the law do state by PCC, even though you corrected what you're saying about the zoning, but by me coming to you all humbly and saying I would like to be there and get a special exempt, you have the right in your city as the council board to approve it or not approve it. still. But I understand everything you're saying too, but I think Ken was gonna say something.
Apostle, I'll, if you'll come by,
Okay.
and I know we're overdue a meeting or two, if you'll come by, I'll show you what steps you can possibly go through. You know, they're not easy steps, and there's, you know, absolutely no guarantee on anything, but if there would be any possibility at all, there'd have to be certain steps taken. And I defer to the attorney on the rest of that, but that's just,
No, that's right. Step one is you have to make application, and then we'll
Gotcha.
follow the normal
understand.
process for review.
I understand what you said too, exactly.
I'd like to ask a
Alright,
question,
so-
excuse me. Question.
Yeah.
Your church, is it every day, or is it once a week, or how often if you
Right now, it's just
got
been once a
approved,
week, about
once
3
you
hours,
went through the
about 2 to
steps?
3 hours, that's it. Most top is 3 hours on a Sunday, but normally it's just 2 hours on a Sunday. And we don't have about, just a few handful of people, and most of my work, people are really online. And we just needed a place to, you know, to have the, a building. So, and they approved us to be there, so. And we don't cause no problems. We don't override any regulations, or especially with the sheriff department or road regulations and all, parking and all that. We abide by everything they need to be abide by, so. And, yeah.
Well, absolutely. And again, so that I'm clear, and for the record, and the Apostle will let you know, I've gone to the church. I support them.
Oh, I know, I have no
I
doubt.
support them.
I have no doubt.
Well, so what my statement was that churches, right, and so that I'm not discriminating or showing favoritism or anything else, so, yeah, because you get in trouble for that, so. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, anything else, Councilman Davis?
No, I was just trying to figure out, because I'm over here, I'm hearing different things, what was really happening as far as the rezoning or the special, whatever y'all called it. Exemption.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all for church, and I don't think, I can't go on my feelings, because I know it's not about feelings, it's about the zone and what you can rezone or whatever the case is. The man crying out for a church, I mean, good Lord, we gonna give him a hard time, because we concerned about if somebody else come along that want a church.
Okay. Well,
Wouldn't fight that battle.
okay, well, and this is not a subject for tonight necessarily, but since it was brought open, like I've stated before, and of course, we're 5 individuals, and so we make 5, each one of us carries an equal vote. One of the things I've cautioned time and time again is that we take a look at, let me just say it this way, I've gone to court for the state, right, and our attorney's here. Right, one of the things that a judge will actually right away when there's some kind of discourse going back and forth, what is your policy? Right, well, policy is this, did you follow your policy? And we say, well, no, we didn't follow the, what happens in that situation, attorney? When you didn't follow your own policy?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I believe you guys rezoned Enclave, and that was a major rezoning, and that's not even a church. So I don't see why this is such a fight.
It's not a fight. I'm sorry, let me let you
Miss-
finish.
I just don't understand, because I know he's been back and forth pleading and trying to get this church going. I know you guys can rezone whatever. You need to
Okay.
rezone, if that be the case. But just take one step at a time, and let the chips fall where they may, and you just go from there.
Okay. Let me just make sure now, so it's not you guys, it's us.
Okay, well, I'm not giving him a fit about.
Oh, no,
church.
no, let me be clear. Right, you guys is us. What we would make a decision, each
That's
one
right.
of us would have a vote, yes or no, whatever that vote is.
I
So it's all
understand.
of us taking a vote is my point. Okay.
I understand.
And so as it relates to just the exception committee, I know you had stated in terms of what's allowed as it relates to the PCC and exceptions in the PCC.
So churches are not allowed by right. That's why there's a separate application that would be required. The PCC zoning district, most of your zoning districts have specifically listed uses that can be approved by special exception, right?
There you
So
go.
very tangible. I'm going to give an example. This is not from the code, but let's say you're in the commercial shopping center and you have a list of 15 or 20 uses, and you would have some others that you could come in and request by special exception that used to go into that location. PCC is a little bit different, but there is a catch-all provision that allows special exception application for things that are not in the PCC, approved as a matter of right in the PCC. So an applicant can come before you, make application for special exception. Your code has the criteria that the council has to review to approve a special exception application. So there is allowance there. It doesn't specify churches as a special exception use, but it allows council latitude to grant other uses that are compatible with the PCC zoning district. That is the, what the language in the code says, but there has to be an application first. That is step one. And then that will get processed through the town's normal development process, and eventually end up at a public hearing.
Oh, certainly.
Who will make the application? I'll
Get with me.
you. I'll get with you. We'll go from there.
Thank
Sound
you.
good?
Okay, well, certainly.
That's conclude?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, but yes, and thank y'all for your work and your support and what you do, but I really would like to get us, do a little more of a prayer walk with everything. I think you said last time that we was gonna try to get together with some of the ministers, y'all gonna try to work with us to, and I'm willing to go out and try to help pull them together to work into, with the city a little more than what we do, because I think that's one of the part of the jobs that God give us to do according to, and I'm always gonna stick with the scripture, which I always bring to you all, Jeremiah 29:7. People always turn in like 29:11, but they skip over the 7th verse, and that's the main verse that would prepare you to greatness, and people working together in government. So he told us to pray for the city that we're in, and we'll find peace in that city as Christians, as his children. And so if we work together, we're gonna achieve the ultimate goal that we wanna do, to have a better community and bring sanity back into our community. And that's what my heart is, my job is, so that we can work in harmony and love one another. And then when we start doing right, it'll spread abroad. So, but they need to see us out in the community a little more too. I do want to say that as a body, I want to work with y'all to get us out there, and that'll help too. Because I know all of y'all got great love for people because of your background, and look at that pretty smile up there. See, that smile will help bring people in too, the Vice Mayor. So anyhow, all of you got great smiles. So let's do that. And I'm here to help. I'm here to work with you. We can work together. But I thank you for your time. I want to thank Lieutenant Captain again for his work, and Lieutenant, he's not here today, but I've been watching them. They've been patrolling this city real good, especially out there where I live. They come in there almost like 24/7, and I'm so happy for it. My God. But anyhow, let me close out, because I can keep on. You don't give a preacher a mic too long. You know that better than me.
Oh, certainly.
Anyhow, so that's it. Y'all have a great evening.
Oh,
Thank
you too,
you.
thanks, we appreciate it. Okay, thanks. All righty. Okay, the floor is still open for public comment. If there's any other comment from the public?
Oh, my goodness. Look at it.
So, my name is Darian Scott again, Mayor and Town Council. Not only do I have the honor of working for the town, but I also have the pleasure of living in the town of Mangonia Park as well. I come before you today to speak about the tax elimination that's supposed to be, I guess, on a vote for November. It's been a hot topic this year, and I've had residents and people approach me about whether they should vote yes or no for it. I don't know if they have all the full details on the tax elimination, but I was looking to see if we could possibly have something that gives like a detailed list of what could potentially happen, whether they vote yes or no for that vote upcoming in November. Like if we could get some like exclusive details on what that looks like and how it would impact them in the town specifically. I know for each town or city it can look different, but I know for Mangonia Park it can look separate in that way. So I didn't know if we had the details on them maybe that we could potentially get to the public, or for myself to kind of help explain.
So the town certainly can do certain things. There is a limitation because the initiative is now going before the electorate. It will be on the November ballot as a referendum. So there are limitations in the state law about what the town can spend money on. So you can do certain things. You can hold, town hall type meetings. You can present factual information, but in terms of advocating one way or another, there are some limitations in the state law about what the town can and can't do there. So certainly there's things we can do. We just have to be sure that we're not running afoul with those limitations. But absolutely factual information. I think there's been comments at previous meetings from the mayor and others about what it could mean if the referendum passes. But yes, this is the time to educate residents about what is coming before them.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Sounds
Yeah, so
good.
we'll make sure we get something out there. Okay. Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Sounds good. That's all
Oh,
I
you're
have.
welcome.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The floor is still open for public comment. Okay, seeing no other public comment, we'll close the floor. We're back now at the dais. And just before we go to Ken, I think they're here to take me. Good evening, everybody. Oh, absolutely. Appreciate you guys coming. Thanks. Okay, Ken, you have anything?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council, I'll be very brief, just to let everyone know that Sunday, I think that's a Saturday, August 1st, Saturday, August 1st, is our annual school supply giveaway at the park. Do we have a time on that yet? No, not yet, but we'll nail down the time. And that is going to be at the park on August 1st. For anyone interested, Mangonia Park residents, please see the ladies in the office and fill out a registration form so that we can take care of your child's needs there. Also, just to announce,
Time. What time?
we have to nail that down yet. It'll probably be something like 10 to 1, but don't etch it in stone yet. The Palm Beach County Football Alliance registration is currently taking place, and that is for football and cheerleading ages 6 to 15. They will be dropping off some forms here at Town Hall, and you may recall they're using the park a couple of days a week for that. And Mr. Mayor, my last item is just to remind everyone that we have a budget workshop next Tuesday at 6 p.m. And certainly I'll answer any questions that you have on any topic, but I thank everyone for your time tonight.
Okay, thank you so much. Any questions or comments for Ken?
Nope.
Yeah, hearing none. Captain?
Mr. Mayor, Madam Vice Mayor, comes up Town Councilor. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Metcalf, I believe these gentlemen are here for you.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was me.
Pull the trigger, will you?
Yeah. That's right. Good one.
All right, so,
Some things just slip out.
it is certainly my honor and pleasure to serve this community. It's been a while since I have introduced you to some of the brave souls that do patrol your town. So while you were sleeping, these are three of the District 2 deputies that are out here. I'm going to give them, if you'll indulge us for a few minutes, I'll let them introduce themselves, and we'll start with Deputy Stickler.
Sorry, not good with these. Hi, Deputy Stickley. I've only been here since November, so not a full year yet. Gotten to meet a lot of wonderful people in this town. Been enjoying it here, and it's a great little place. Nice area, a lot of great people, and it's been fantastic. So we're going to try to keep it up out here. Thank you.
We appreciate it and welcome.
Deputy Senna, I've been here for 2 years. Prior to that, I was at Miami-Dade, and I wanted to come to the town of Mangonia because I have all of my family, my colleagues, like my coworkers and classmates that lives in the town, so I wanted to serve them, and especially you guys too. Like the captain says, while you guys are sleeping, and I wanted to be up and making sure that you guys' properties are being protected.
Thank you.
So
Oh, thanks.
it's been a pleasure.
Well, thanks and welcome.
Deputy Paul, I've been here before, so I'm gonna do it again. Been here for a full year now. Prior to that, I was in Brevard County Sheriff's Office, then Palm Springs, peep the cowboy hat. So I'm having fun here. You know, I'm here for a good time and a long time. So let's do it.
Oh, good, good, and welcome. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Okay, now that the preliminaries are over, okay, now, once again, I come before you to make a public service announcement. Please, 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 number one, take all your valuables out your cars. Number two, lock your cars, okay? We just, you know, we had a really pretty good streak going on without burglaries. And just recently, we've had an uptick. So I'm asking you, you know, don't get complacent. Increase the risk, lower the reward, and then they'll go somewhere else, you know, hopefully. But also, make sure if you see anyone in your neighborhood, if you see anything, you hear anything, we will not get mad at you for calling us, okay? Worst case scenario, you do not call us and you become a victim of a crime. Ma'am, Councilwoman, I know that you're called, so this doesn't apply to you, so. But for those of you who are concerned, whether or not you call us, please call us, okay? You know, what happened the other night with the amount of burglaries that we've experienced, and, you know, honestly, all of these could have been prevented if you just hit a simple button on your car, you know. And please, for those of you that have cars that run on key fobs, take those with you. Don't leave those in the car. Please don't do that. You know, unless you don't want your car. Also, very, very, very important, if you carry firearms, take them out your car. Please take them out your car. In one of these burglaries the other night, a firearm was stolen out of a car. Now, it would be very unfortunate if that gun turns up and it harms somebody. So you don't just owe it to yourself, you owe it to your community. You owe it to somebody that you care about. Take the weapons out your car. And anything that you might want to keep, take it out your car. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Are there any questions, concerns, issues?
No questions or comments for the captain?
On comment, I believe we should send an email out to the public, maybe just a friendly reminder to lock cars, people getting complacent, and take your
And do
valuables
that.
out.
Do a community text. Mhm.
Yes.
Community text.
Text, email, both.
And we'll do you one better. Once again, we'll put out a road sign that will remind you
Good.
to secure your valuables, lock your cars.
Just wanted to ask for clarity, were these robberies in the residential area, or was it in the public shopping area?
No, these were residents. And it was a cluster, you know, and it's simply because folks don't lock their cars. And, you know, and I'm not trying to chastise anybody, but if you value your stuff, you know, I mean, you will take the time to take it in the house. You know, some folks unfortunately leave key fobs in their cars. and they leave their garage door openers in their cars. You leave your car unlocked, your garage door opener's in there. I get in your car, now I got a way to get in your house. And God help you if you happen to leave your gun in there as well. This is a serious matter. You know, and I mean, we're here to help, and I promise you, we won't get mad if you call us and it's nothing. We won't get mad at you. Now, like I said before, if you're calling us because your fries are cold, now that's something different.
Okay, we'll take that off the list.
But you hear things that go bump in the night, you know, you see something, or you think you see something, call us. Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
For an individual that owns a firearm, aren't they supposed to lock their glove compartment when the firearm is in there? Or that's not a requirement?
Well, there's no law saying that you
Have to.
must lock your firearm in your car, in your driveway, in your house, you know. But common sense, the mother of everything, says that you should take it in your house and you should secure it.
They probably had 2 or 3, so they kept one in the car, one in
Okay.
the
That's fair.
one by the bedside.
But at the same time, if you have 2 or 3, you need to have a place to put those 2 or 3. And maybe you should reconsider having 2 or 3, you know.
You're not responsible.
God forbid you got those 2 or 3 and someone gets one of those 2 or 3 and they use that one against you. Because you're not expecting that when you walk out your door. So, I mean, it's serious, you know. These folks are walking around here at night and they're checking your doors. And if your car is not locked, they are going inside.
Okay, so we'll get some information out there.
Well, if your yard isn't fenced in, and you don't have 2 Rottweilers, please lock your car.
I learned early on, Shorty, that you don't play, so. I actually wound up, I wound up meeting one of your friends face to face, chasing somebody into your yard one time, so. That was problems for some of these, guys who were even born, but.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, that's
I
how.
could tell you a story about.
Yeah, that's how we met.
Oh, my gosh.
Rodney might not even remember.
Yeah.
When you got the guy out of the tree in front of my front yard.
Oh, yeah. I was actually training not a deputy, I was training a Mangonia Park officer at the time. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was when I had hair and it was all black. So,
Okay.
all right. Anything else? Once again, it's been a blessing and a pleasure to serve you.
We appreciate it. All righty, to our new deputies, thanks again for your service.
Yes, please. Ask the question. Are we allowed? I don't want to go beyond it. Okay. So 2 things that you asked, because changing to what she said, I don't carry a gun, I don't own a gun, but I know somebody do. So she said about the glove compartment, about your firearm. Isn't this Florida an open carry law? State carry law, so they can have it just laid on their seat. They want to
For all intents and purposes, yeah, but, you know, again,
They wanna be safe.
we're talking about common sense.
Safe.
You know, and yes, you, technically you go off around.
on your side.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, we go to that old, adage, just because you can do something, doesn't really mean you should. You know, you could, leave a gun in your car, but should you?
I understand exactly what you're saying. Like Paul said, that all things are lawful but not expedient. I got you.
All right, any other questions or comments? Okay. Captain, thanks so much, and again, to our new members, thank you so much. We
Welcome.
appreciate your
I
support.
do have one. I do have one, because you know I don't mind calling. But when you hear these shots, like I heard one last night at 12:38 p.m., then another one about 3-4 minutes later. I know firecrackers have been going off lately, but you can tell the difference between a firecracker and a shot of a gun. What do you say about this? I know I'd asked about, do you have shot rovers to detect?
Yeah. Well, you know that this is the 4th of July season. So you're gonna probably hear more gunshots than you, first and foremost. Now, second of all, especially at night, those gunfire carry. And so, we will investigate a call for shots fired. But generally, you know, where you live, you know, they're probably not coming from our area. So, but yeah, we do have the capability to place portable sky cops in the area that could alert deputies, but to put a permanent fixed sky cop here will prove to be quite expensive for the town. So, but we have started moving towards putting surveillance cameras and the technology in place to assist us with making sure the town is safe. So, you know, we're trying to maintain we're trying to ball on the budget, so to speak. So, we don't want to, you know, if we could save money, but provide you the same level of service, that would be my goal every time. I don't want to come out and present you with the next shiny new thing, and you've spent thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars for something that a deputy can do. So that's why they're out on patrol. That's why at night you see cherries and berries, because they're out, they're addressing the element that's out there. So I would rather work towards the prevention part of the equation than the response part. So I like to get it before it happens.
In other words, call.
Call us. Call us. If you don't know the number, 911. So, you know, but call us, we'll be there.
We appreciate it. Okay. All right, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, and welcome again. Thanks. All righty. Amanda?
Just a brief update, Mr. Mayor. Last week you saw in your inboxes the final version of the 2026 legislative memo. We were right up until the 11th hour this year with the governor, waiting on a few bills right till the end of the wire. Many of those became law on July 1st, so I'm not going to go. It's 20 pages of a lot of information, but if you have any questions about any of the bills that are reported on, I'm happy to take your calls and talk through. A lot of changes. The sovereign immunity increases did pass this year, which I've briefed you on at meetings past, but lots of requirements for your budgeting cycles, lots of changes to the building permitting process. The legislature never ceases to amaze with what they will do. So if you have any questions, it did hit your inbox last week on the 30th, right before many of them became laws. So I'm happy to answer any questions as they come up. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So with that, if there's no questions or comments for our attorney, so with that, we'll go now to council comments. Councilwoman Davis. Okay. Councilwoman Johnson.
No, I'm just looking forward to when we can reschedule our prayer walk.
Okay.
And we do need to schedule our educational forum on our voting information.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for now.
Okay. Councilman McConnell.
No.
Okay. All right. And for me, just one or two quick things. One, One of the things, and I think it's incumbent to say this, is that at least for me and for all of us, when we're making decisions about anything, it's not to curry favors or anything like that. You'll always hear me, kind of, what is our code as it relates to anything? Because the code is our policy. And if the policy can be changed, right, then all 5 of us will work to change it. We'll vote yes or no. All right, and once it's changed, and then at that point in time, we have a new policy in place, and then we follow the policy, okay? And that's always been how I've been a public servant all my life. I've had situations where I've been approached to do things that were unethical, and I just simply refused to do it. At the point of getting terminated from a job once before with the state of Florida because a person was smoking inside the building who happened to be an administrator from Tallahassee. Sorry, no smoking in the building. Who is this little young, tell me, what I'm supposed to do? Well, I'm a public servant, I'm telling you, there's a sign right there that says no smoking, right? That's the policy. If we smoke inside the building, change the policy and then come on in and smoke, right? But until that time, policy is policy for me. And as such, the policy that we have that we abide by as well as council members is that whenever we have an issue, we need something, information, whatever, we go to the town manager. No council person, that me included, should ever direct a staff person, go to a staff person to request stuff. We go to the town manager. We have our system of government, and if we want to change that system of government, we've changed it before, from a town administrator / council to a town manager / council, which is a form of government we have, and it keeps us out of hock, keeps us out of trouble when we do that. And so one of the things, of course, and then I kind of heard some information, and I don't make public comments and statements about every kind of rumor you hear, but then but I took a position some years ago that we will not go down that road again. We don't have drama here in the town of Mangonia Park, right? And we're not going to go down the road of drama. So if there's anything that anybody needs to know, feel free to have them contact the manager, give my phone number, and they can call me, and I'll be glad to talk to whomever. I've never run away from anything, dodged anything else in that. And for me, I'm like Claire McCaskill, who stood on a position that something had to be done, and she lost her seat. I'd rather just get kicked off the council than to break policy or do something unethical. So I'm just speaking on my behalf, all right? And so if any questions or comments regarding anything I may have said or done, because I've heard all kind of stuff, so let's just squash that right now. Have persons come and talk to me. I'm very approachable. I'll pick up the phone. If I don't know the phone number and I don't answer, tell them to text me with their name, and okay, now I know who it is, and I'll be glad to give you a call back because, as you know, scammers are very good now. They'll call you, hey, Bill, right? And I don't know who this is, so I don't pick up the phone unless, I identify the number, but feel free to do that. And as it relates to code enforcement, we don't direct code enforcement. When we see something that's out of compliance, we let the town manager know that, and I've done that time and time again. I have not directed, I do not direct town code enforcement. I won't do it. It's unethical to do it. I have spoken with the town manager when I've seen things that were non-compliant, right? And here it is, and you put it on the record, and then it happens, right? We employ people to let them do their jobs, and so we need to let them do their jobs without interference. So we have issues, go to the town manager and leave it at that. Because one of the things we do, we don't supervise, we don't hire, we don't fire staff, we hire and fire town managers. And so when we take things to town managers, and I'm not speaking of Ken specifically, speaking generically, so when we take issues to our town manager and the town manager, he or she does not do what they're directed to do or required to do, then we do have a recourse. We tell the town manager, thank you so much for your time. We can't tell staff that, so it's very incumbent upon us to go to town managers. So that we have a record that certain things were or not done, so that when we do evaluations, we don't do it for staff, we do it for town managers. So let's keep it there, so that we don't have drama and issues and so forth, because like I said, we're not going down that road again. Okay. Just plain and simple. Okay, so if there's some questions as to what I said or some ambiguity, it's for reasons. But if there is some retort someone has, they want to address in general what I might have been saying, feel free to do so.
I was just trying to figure out what you was talking about. I was lost.
Okay, all righty. So let me just kind of restate. Okay, this town council, person sitting here, do not direct staff.
Oh,
Right? We don't supervise or direct staff.
Oh, wow.
We don't make requests of staff, right? We go to the town manager. We're legislative bodies, we're not employees, They're employees under the supervision of the town manager. We don't direct code enforcement. We are free to tell the town manager when we identify items like I've done about the grass and all of that and everything else with the different vendors and businesses that were out of compliance, and then I leave it at that. And if nothing happens, Ken, what's going on? Right? And then if nothing gets done, okay, all right, okay, all righty, we need to get it done, right? So, and that's my whole point in brief, so, just as it relates to the process. Okay? Right. Any other questions or comments in terms of just the general statements about process?
I call Ken so much, I know he get tired of hearing me.
That's why we pay him the big bucks.
That's right.
I go directly
That's
to
why we
the
pay the big
horse.
bucks.
I don't dodge any phone calls,
Yeah, he sure
and
does, man.
I'll
Way back.
take them any time of day, so I'm here for you.
Well, absolutely, yeah. And again, and I'll get off my soapbox, but then again, like I said, we make decisions, and some decisions are decisions, we may not like. Some decisions persons may not like. It's never personal. It's always about adhering to policies and procedures, something I've learned a long time ago. And if you want to change, if you want to do it differently, change the policies. We have that ability. All five of us have that ability to do so. So let's do it. And then we have a new policy, okay? All righty, so with that, if there's nothing else for the good, or if there's anything else for the good of the order?
I like the new flag.
I'm sorry?
I like the new flag.
Yeah, see. Okay, I see you came in your fourth today. I should have worn my tie. Okay, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. So with that, if there's nothing else? All right, motion for adjournment?
Second.
Okay, I'm sorry, somebody made a second?
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. It is carried. Thanks so much. Have a great evening, everyone.
Good meeting.